He just did that
because Rocchigiani, a big fellow as well.
Run down. So he's made a couple of... But you know, Jim, I think you've
got to be able to do the job, but his own fans, he would want to start off, get some jabs going. But he's allowing it already. Eubank.
Thank you very much, as if the moves have been choreographed.
But this is good news for us, Reg.
So I told you it was about getting in there early. Well, I don't think you'll get much sympathy for...
They're not with mean intent the first round, unless he wakens up.
Can you imagine what's going to happen when he starts throwing punches now?
Well, Rocchigiani just seems to want to have a tight defence. Next.
Well, this is clearly Eubank's round on the grounds that the other fellow... Oh, he wants to have a joke. Americans want their value from...
Well, when an orthodox is facing a southpaw edge, you can get outside the other fellow's jab. So we'll see Eubank jab, so you can see it here.
Yeah, well, actually Eubank getting to him, but he did it good, well at
this fellow. Good tight defence, Rocchigiani. He's catching most of what Eubank's doing. He lost the first round because he didn't throw anything back. See, decent jab. See it, Reg. I mean, you can't really say it's been a trouble, certainly not. But at least Rocchigiani's getting down to work, and that's usually what brings the best out of Eubank.
Peekaboo defence there, isn't it? Desperate, to say the least there, Eubank. Right through the guard. There it is, he's trying it to the body this time.
A little bit low, that one. It was low, but the referee's letting it go.
Oh, he rather likes to try that uppercut punch, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially this.
Rocchigiani. Top it, of course. The referee said no border.
Come up a little bit, Reg, and that's really what you got to do with Eubank.
You know, one or two disturbances in a bar or two. Born in dust.
Thanks work rate, which doesn't...
It.
At least if he keeps out, one is to see him. But what yet?
Yeah, it was enough to make the eyes water.
So that's a decent jab.
Oh,
Eubank, as I say.
That's the old touch of the ego, isn't it, again there? So that little flurry by Rocchigiani, but it often does. A bit intriguing now, Jim, isn't it? The look around stuff in the opening rounds has stopped. Card then with Barry McGuigan.
The good thing, scruff of the neck, but he hasn't. He's actually boxing behind Eubank at times.
Yeah, that's the way I saw it. He vacated the tip then, Rocchigiani.
See, he's not doing anything smart whatsoever. Catching the leads and then trying to come back with some counters.
Putting the punch with.
Trying to tell him off there. It wasn't as... Whenever he decides to step up the pace, he seems to stand off and let the fellow use his...
There, Eubank. To say no, you're not hurting, it's still... Really, Rocchigiani, and on the hook is a bit concerned about taking chances.
That surprises me. I thought he'd...
Late joining us, which one is Eubank? The chants from the packed German crowd here of Rocky. Oh, he's having a little runabout. He goes on walkabout sometimes. I think he's complaining, he's saying he's turning his back on him there, but the referees on the box have done that. I'm not sure it's a good thing for Eubank to do.
Right, Ronnie Davis in the corner. Ronnie...
He started to now. He's doing some lovely body shots.
What are you telling Chris to do in between rounds?
Just keep it cool, pick every punch, don't get caught.
Well, there you are. That's straight from the man closest to the seat of power, Ronnie Davis.
Right there, he's had a warning which the judges won't like. But thankfully he's coming back again with these bursts of punches.
He's just told Rocchigiani. He is leading on a bit. Yes, he is as well, Eubank. The rules are not below the waistline, the duck.
The First sign, as I say, the Eubank is losing his grit a little bit in the action.
Blink, and he's always capable of producing the unexpected, isn't he?
Yeah, and he is very strong with excellent reflexes.
That's a lot of warnings to keep the head up there, but he hasn't. Baron McGuigan's there. Eubank, of course.
You know, he's not a beast. Eubank. And then when you allow him to do, been partially blocked, but at least he's the one throwing them.
With the old-fashioned fight there. Partly due to that.
At the defences, his body sheet and land.
He hasn't landed any punches here.
Eubank, his work rate is better than it normally is.
He has there, of course.
Trouble is, when Rocchigiani throws some punches and blocks, see, look at this here. He's just punching at the
body. At this stage, this is where we see a good attack from
If Rocchigiani has better to all edge.
Well, it's the start of the...
Yeah, well, they expected a long fight. He said that often enough, and he said a big thing about it. That's poor ref. No intentions of complaining about it until Rocchigiani complained.
They're usually 9 and 7.
Close, he's moaning at the referee. He's trying to get points deducted. But
you know, he's 30 years old, he's in the ring, and the comeback was, you know, the opposite.
in fights, he's always...
Suppose he had weight problems, but he didn't appear to at the weight.
There he's pulling Eubank down now. Look, he's actually
But it was good refereeing.
This is real pressure now for Eubank. He's going to have to punch back at this.
They work in the body, hope is telling Eubank, keep his punches bank down on the neck. Smarted people.
He's not one, but I think Eubank wants to start back. I don't think it'd be Eubank dips. That's what Eubank wants to do, was in the first few rounds.
And they measured 17, but I don't really know whether they adjusted it or not.
I'd like to see Eubank.
Well, he is aware of that. Oh, he's having a look round there. You know, he's been off for fights in Hong Kong, South Africa.
He doesn't fancy too much. That's a neat little left hand. Rocchigiani's throwing from the southpaw stance. Yep, Reg.
And I tell you that Eubank is hitting a bit harder than he did at the start of the fight. He was just... And there's the overhead shot, the Rocky film angle.
See, the real positive looking punching came from Rocchigiani.
Atlantic City in 4 rounders, Eubank had 5 wins.
To keep working to the body, that's it.
That point of...
See, I think the last couple of rounds he's Eubank. Good work, but he needs a little bit more.
Ronnie Davis.
I think he's in. If he's not...
BO judges keep depending on those surprises.
Although remember the draw with Ben Jim was actually...
Back the fellow up. Always looks good if you're backing the fellow up. See, this is good stuff from Eubank. Just a little burst, then back in again.
I still feel he's going to outlast.
Looks strong enough. This is better stuff now from Eubank. Rocchigiani comes back with some stuff. Rocchigiani's right eye, Reggie's cut.
Yeah.
Rocchigiani just showed the blood. A couple of punches, some good shots from Eubank, and it was just about here when the back appeared.
Oh, there we go. He's incredible. He's good. 2 American judges and the other from... Oh, that was a good right.
Like when he actually uses that strength, backs this fellow up. He only has to do that here and there. And all his tough fun, when it's been needed, he's always produced. Yeah, well, it wasn't a bad cut to begin with. But
can't cut now, Eubank. 10th round.
Again, defences are...
I think I might dig out the old... If Eubank gets this at the end of 12, they're a little local bias, to say the least.
See, quite often in close fights, Reg, you start going with your gut feelings, and the gut feeling is that Eubank is the boss here. He's stronger, he's controlled what's going on in a lot of the rounds. Okay, Rocchigiani...
As Barry said, for Eubank's sake.
He's got to stick to his job. These are clean shots, Rocchigiani.
Well, Jim, I reckon that's to go.
Well, if Rocchigiani in the first half of it, Eubank, he's been spurred on and thankfully he's responding. He wants to keep this to the end of the round, at least save a point. 10-9 instead of 10-8. Left eye now, not any very tired here. Just on his bike now, coasting around through. Eubank's lost to go with the referee and scored at 10-8 against him. Yep, and Rocchigiani finishing strongly.
German, that I knew. Chip of the world. Lights have gone out now, that's all we need. Fruitcake from America, we're pleased to say.
Scoring is right.
I've got it, I just feel the same. He's high, he mustn't get...
Well, Jim, I didn't say it, but have we got another positive?
But Rocchigiani in the last round is the one who's driving himself edge in a close round, tired, but... You know, I'm a bit disappointed the way Rocchigiani's been doing that all through the...
Minute to go.
Andy. So Rocchigiani still the one going forward. Line Reg, we don't know what the judges have got.
No, of course.
But the last round, I mean, need to give it to him. Eubank seems quite happy, but I wouldn't be. See, again, Rocchigiani's doing all the work. He better be careful he doesn't give this round away by a real margin. But this is better.
And that's it. Crowd are going mad here. They sense their man has won it. There's going to be a few sweaty palms around now, and there, isn't it, Eubank? As you said, he shouldn't have been that confident.
No, I don't think Eubank had a good last round at all, Reg. Rocchigiani forced himself forward. He didn't have much left, but he was prepared to use up what he had. Eubank.
Yeah, he's got it. Jim, did you hear that last?